We're here on one of the first cycle routes that we're going to be launching throughout London. They're going to be called cycle superhighways, and they're going to be ways of getting people on cycles to go on continuous routes that are going to be emphatically marked out, taking people from the outer boroughs of London into the centre in a radial pattern. The key thing is to convince people that this is somewhere where motorists can expect to find cyclists. And motorists can't just shovel the cyclists out of their way. This is somewhere, a road, a highway, where you're just going to find loads of people on their bikes. And that's the name of the game.
London is a metropolis, and more people are using bikes, not only as a form of exercise, but also as a reliable, cheap, and environmentally friendly way to commute to and from work. Transport for London is investing a record £111 million in cycling in London this year. The money is being spent on initiatives like Cycle Superhighways, the London Cycle Hire Scheme, and improving parking and road conditions for cyclists. The Cycle Superhighways initiative hopes to accommodate the rising trend in the number of people commuting by bike. They will form a set of 12 routes using some of London's main roads, forming a safe and fast network that is both a continuous and convenient way of getting by bike from outer London into central London. One of the first superhighways to be completed will be from Merton to the city and will closely follow the Northern Line tube route via the A24 in an effort to encourage commuters to cycle. This route is already a popular route to cycle to work, with up to 500 cyclists an hour during the morning peak hours. Initially, 2 routes will be in place by summer 2010, with the following 10 routes delivered as part of a rolling programme. The second route will be from Barking to Tower Gateway and cover a distance of 7.5 miles, encouraging commuters to avoid driving into central London and use their cycles instead. Running alongside the A13, it will connect 2 of the largest employment areas in London, the City and Canary Wharf. By introducing these, we are hoping to improve cycling conditions for existing cycling commuters, attract existing cyclists that do not cycle to work but could well do so, and also to improve the image and perception of cycling amongst Londoners.
I've been cycling in London for 25 years now.
I love cycling, it gives me freedom.
I find it quite energising.
It's reliable, it's much cheaper.
I don't cycle in London because I think it's too dangerous.
You'll be cycling along a main road sometimes and the cycle lane will just end. You kind of have to just go into a free-for-all with the rest of the traffic.
The roads are scary, very scary. I use the canal as much as possible. The canal's fantastic.
I don't fail to smile, I don't fail to see something different in the city.
If it was a cycle path well cleared and it got me to work on time, then I'd definitely cycle, yeah.
Cycle Superhighways will be addressing these issues by aiming to give cyclists a safe, direct and continuous way to cycle. The routes will include a package of innovative ideas and information, both at the work and home end, to encourage people to cycle. One key measure will be the Superhighways branding, which will include signage and road markings, making the route easy to follow and impossible to get lost.
You know, if it can be clearer, brighter, and just easier for cyclists, then yeah, I'm sure it's got to be a good thing.
I choose my routes. The thing about cycling is, unless you know London, it's very hard for a cyclist.
So it'd be really good to offer incentives, such as for companies to install showers and changing rooms for employees.
A series of smarter travel ideas will include group cycle training and workplace grants for cycle facilities.
The other thing that I think is a bit of a problem is parking, which sounds ridiculous, but there's not enough places to park.
One measure that will be increased is the amount of cycle parking available on the routes. An increase in bike parking stands will be visible in both residential areas and within the central London area to create a safe and secure way of parking commuters' bicycles. Finally, all superhighways will be continually checked for holes, bumps and other deterioration to keep them fully operational for many years to come. We hope by introducing superhighways into central London, it will significantly change the attitudes and commuting habits of hundreds of thousands of London commuters and help create a cycling revolution.